C1, C2, C3, C1, C2, C3. I'm recording the recording, and in this video I wanted to kind of update about my progress on learning history. And I basically learned, like as I said, I already graduated and I got things to repeat, and I really was inspired kind of by that video where Ruby Granger said that she's kind of have a list of all the things that she needs to research, that she was interested in, and researching that. And I thought I can do something similar. And so I got the three books that the main three books of history condensed that I read from different areas of history. And I'm kind of going through them and writing down this good stuff that I haven't read already, or read but I didn't quite catch. And I'm just making this kind of thing that I created another folder. I am done there separation for centuries, 19th century, 18th century, and I am kind of combining that historical knowledge from multiple books. And I've also been doing I've been translating also to other language, to keep it more entertaining. And that's what I kind of been doing. And I also done the TTS from it. I'm experiencing, trying the Speechify on web with standard voice. And because before I've been using Ivana Reader, but it's on another computer. And as if you probably watched any other vlogs, you probably know that it's I really touch focused on my learning of history and English and other stuff. And so that's what I've been doing. And I'm kind of uploading to Telegram channel. I created personal channel for this historical knowledge, and I think this is a huge thing because you get to facilitate the experience, and that way it's really not that boring to study it and stuff like that. And I also got a couple of notes here, and let's just go through some of them. So yeah, and I wrote that I've been thinking, this system that I've been showing you, that I adopted, and kind of writing on slim little pieces of paper different ideas and putting them into folder. And it's been going quite well for me actually. And I had another evening and I've been thinking quite some thoughts, and I thought why haven't I thought like this in 7 years ago and stuff like that. And that's the time where you really see that you are advancing, and I think I advanced quite well. And yes, I wrote some. This episode was random rather to compared to those notes that I've taken for another videos, like how to read and the matter of choices and how the proper understanding of choices. And so here I wrote that if you're good at something, you can tutor it. So that's one idea. I've been also thinking of kind of in deepening my knowledge in math and sciences, but I thought on the other hand it's not really proper, it's not right, because what I've done, because I read the thing about the table of contents in which of the math condensed entire course, and I found so many unknown chapters that I thought that I might stick better to those that I've already learned, the history, the English, somehow also law, and those kind of things, because I have a deeper background in it. And even logo making, I still got way bigger experience with that. And I thought I also abandoned the 3D design that I started in spring of this year. And because like just because it's more proper to kind of go back to activities you already like done and you are good at, and that way you'll become a greater specialist in that area, and you will benefit, and actually later on you'll be able to monetize that. And that's kind of like new strategy I adopted, because previously I've been like all over the place, and this time I kind of think like even there will be like holidays and a lot of free time, and I'm still gonna be, I think I'm planning on kind of making the logotypes and different vector art, and also like from English, like learning multiple new words and stuff like that. And I think this is kind of like a good thing to do and to be engaged in. And like, what else? Yeah, here is a note from the book by Kiyosaki, and it's pretty, I read it quite some time ago, but I'm still kind of recalling these thoughts because like of many attached points, like when you hear other people talking about it. And okay, I also like adopted this kind of thing that like you can draw, like I already had like this invention kind of like clock, but it's like for 2 years, like you drawing, it's like basically task handler takes task scheduler or grows counter, something like that. Like you kind of grow and highlight different areas of that piece of paper, and you kind of see how the time flows, and you kind of more conscious about how you spend it. And here I learned like drawn, actually wrote that you can kind of like draw a creature and like drawing more and more to that creature each day, and that way you'll get like see the progress. It's like basically like a baby is growing and you see how it grows, and later you got like result. And here's the point, you kind of like wrote, like draw it, and later on you'll see the like multiple things, like and you also do your activities, and like meanwhile you draw in that, and that way you'll kind of more conscious of how you spend your time. And yeah, I think that's kind of it. It's like a really short update about my recent learning and stuff, because I haven't been doing this in quite a while actually. I've been also like, what I've else been doing? Yes, I'm sticked with Andromeda series. It's about sci-fi, and really recently I managed to kind of reset the printer because it stopped working, and I kind of like imagined myself as a hero of that show, and I kind of like pressed some buttons, like put my mind to it, and it's kind of restarted working like that way. So I think that show is kind of useful for me, and I already watched like pretty much majority of Star Treks and stuff like that, and sci-fi. I always find sci-fi very like appealing to me, and mostly because of future thematics. And so yeah, that was like the practical application. And yeah, I think we got it covered in this update. So stay tuned, stay safe, and ciao!